Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Butcher3 and in today's video I'm gonna talk to you about one last offer came in the store, a bundle called 2 of a kind, which will give you 2 tanks, which is one tier 9 heavy tank K-91 and one tier 8 SU-130PM tank destroyers. These 2 tanks come in the bundle for 15,000 gold and it will give you both tanks with both garage slot, full equipped tanks, Scarface legendary camouflage for the SU-130PM, Inferno rare camouflage for the K-91, 10 certificates per 5 XP for the SU and for the K-91, and the crossbow legendary avatar. But bundle aside, let's start with the first tank, the tier 9 heavy Russian K-91. This tank has a very particular thing, which is the magazine reload of 3 shells, which will deal 350 damage per shot and a total amount of 1050 damage per magazine. Instead, with the premium shells, you're gonna deal 900 damage per magazine. With a penetration of 260 millimeters with the standard ammo, you are not gonna go through most of the tier 9 and 10 armors, but you can do it with the premium. At 341 millimeters, you're gonna cut through most of the tanks like E75 or IS-4, no problem whatsoever on the lower plates. Yeah, you may struggle a few times, but premium will save you on most of the scenarios. The mobility on this tank is pretty good for 40 kilometers forward at top speed and 15 backwards. 30 kilometers average will give you the chance to be pretty mobile on this tank. Then what we got? This tank is very strong on the turret with 220 millimeters of armor on the turret and an overall HP of 2050. This tank has a weak spot which is very troll and is the top right and left of the tank, which we can call them ears instead of cheeks. But yeah, these are the spot where they mostly will shoot you, because this is a hull down tank, so you won't want to show your hull, which is pretty weak. You can side scrape on this tank, but most of the times, yeah, try to stay hull down and you will deal most of your damage, no problem whatsoever. So let's have a look how I did my damage on this tank. Now we are top tier on this battle. We're gonna face other 4 tier 9 tanks, which are the Type 61, VK4502B, the WT, the Skoda T50, and 3 tier 8, which is the Emil 1, the M4, and the WZ111. Alright, so regarding this, on this map, I did push straight towards the right side because I don't believe at all to the left flank of this map, because the left flank, yeah, I don't like it at all and it's not really the best flank of this map. So I'm pushing straight this way. I see my team is still on the spawn, but yeah, they are not going left, so it's already something. I see the Foshi stopping there to give some crossfire towards the center, so I called for some help just to let him know I'm pushing towards the right corner and I want to make sure he can give me some fire support. Here he goes, the WZ111. I gave a quick shot on the run and as you can see, the shell totally disappeared, because this tank is good shooting standing still but not on the run. First bounce, I give another bounce on him, very unfortunate for me, but yeah, and I took another bounce, so 750 damage bounced straight away from the beginning. I was not expecting the WZ to take the chance so quickly and coming towards me, and he shot me on the corner track, but yeah, no problem. I don't care that much because I want to hold this spot, so he's not going to take me away from here. I'm side scraping. I know my turret is thick, so even if I expose a little bit my turret on the right side, I'm not afraid. Now as you can see, I'm unloading all my magazine on the WZ. Even if I took one shot from him, I was expecting that and I was okay with that. I was fine because I knew I could take him down and stop any pushing, as long also that the enemy was trying to hold that spot with the WZ, was doing something very weird up there. Here we go, another bounce from me, because as I said, 260 millimeters of penetration standard is not really great, and in fact I went for the premium shells. But doesn't matter, I had to hold the spot and I had to take it, so no matter what's the way I'm gonna do it, but I had to take the spot. Perfect, now the WZ is gone and I'm gonna give some hard time to the Emil, which is trying to aim for me. I'm not worry at all. I'm moving ahead and back and forward because I said he was aiming for sure towards my weak spot on the turret, so once he was shooting me, I did move myself, so it was going to bounce most of the times. Now, the flank is won. We are 4 versus 7, so the battle is practically win. Now, I'm gonna run towards the other side and try to see if I can afford some other shots. Now, as this tank is a reloader, mind that every time you have the chance, reload your shells. This tank gives you the chance to reload them pretty quickly because 15 seconds or 16 is not really a big amount for the average reloading tanks. Like Emil takes 20 seconds, for example. That's the only one that comes in my mind at the moment, but 15 is not bad. It's not bad at all. Now I'm pushing straight, I'm gonna give support to the WT, and yeah, the Type 61 is gone, the M4 will be gone very soon, and everybody will go together towards the VK4502. I will afford another couple of shots on this tank, and I will deal total amount at the end of the battle of 3,999 damage and 1,870 bounced, which I think is very, very strong. Oh, sorry, 3,669, my bad, but doesn't matter that much. We broke the 3k damage on the battle. We've been top of the damage on the team, as you can see, and 1,100 experience from the battle. 2 kills, but I could hold very, very strongly the flank. I did that just because I knew I had my team with me. Otherwise, if you are on this tank and you expect that you can push a certain spot alone, just don't do it. Try to be more conservative, because the problem of the reloading tanks that they have, the amount of time that they have to reload, will give the chance to the enemy to push you and probably take you out from the battle. So that's what you have to care mostly about this tank. 50k credits from the battle is not bad again, so you're gonna get pretty good amount of silver and fun. And now let's talk about the SU-130PM. This tank destroyer is very, very good in my opinion, because it got 460 damage per shot, 390 with premium, and if you manage to afford and penetrate the HE, you're gonna deal 600 average damage, which is pretty good. We're gonna go for 2,447 DPM with a reload time pretty average for the tier TDs, which is 11.28 seconds. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's average, as I said, so you're not gonna struggle with the reload time. Of course, the armor is not existent for 30mm in the front, but I can tell you this tank, it's very troll on the armor. Sometimes, very randomly, not intentionally, but randomly, you may even bounce. Expecting that a TD generally is not meant to bounce any kind of shot, know that you can bounce randomly, yeah, may give you the chance to feel a little bit more safer in a very few cases. But other than that, the very top thing about this tank is the speed. Top speed is 50 kilometers forward and 37 average, but yeah, once you're rolling, you don't have any kind of problem. 7 degrees of depression, which is not bad. I mean, most of the times you're not gonna complain much for the depression, but the very crazy thing about this tank is the concealment that stays at 73% while stationary and 52% while moving. This tank is great on concealment, and you will see it and you will be surprised every time you're gonna shoot, go back into cover, and no light bulb are gonna come over your head. This will give you a lot of confidence on the battle and on the spot. Also, because regarding that is a Russian tank, you will need to aim pretty much before to shoot, or I mean, if you want to make sure you're gonna pen, you have to wait your time to aim, and knowing that you're not gonna get spotted even if you are pretty close, this is very good. But other than that, let's see even on this tank how it does perform on a battle. Alright then, so we are on Middelburg now, and we are bottom tier, as you can see. We are gonna face 3 tier 9, 1 M5, 1 standard B, and the WT from the enemy team, And for Tier 8, the IS-6 ISU-152, and the M3 Yo and the RU-251. Now, generally, everybody on this map goes up C and they fight up there. But yeah, looks like my team wanna go down city, which is not really the best scenario for TD in generally. Yeah, so I'm moving very quickly towards this corner just to have some cover and chill a second to understand what is going around me. So the RU has got spotted up there, and you will see now a thing I was not mentioning before, which is the limit on the gun traverse, which will stop at 70 degrees. Which is not generally a problem, but as you can see, the RU did turn pretty quickly. I took a shot also from him because of that. I missed my shot because this tank has the needing to aim a pretty amount before to shoot if you want to make sure you are gonna pan, and in fact I did miss my shot because I can say I did rush the shot. Turning my tank and shooting on the turn without any aiming, of course the chances to shoot and pan was very, very less. But yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna give support to the center of the map. I'm gonna join the T-28 and in a very few seconds and see what is happening in the center. Now I can see that the T-28 is going to take one shot, so this means somebody's there and not spotted. And here we go with an M5, which I would panning the shot in the front, and I did back up myself. I would to relocate because I didn't feel so safe down there, and I would to give a little bit of flank. Now the M5 was not doing a great job. In fact, he went away with a full clip from the email, and here go one HE on the side of the Standard B for 590 HP, and I'm still chasing the Standard B, which with another HE I'm gonna take him out of the battle. So as I said, this tank is very mobile, even till the point that you can even chase somebody. And now I'm running towards the center because the WT is there, just 2 tanks are missing. I dealt already 1376, and now I'm up to 1900 with the last 600 damage shot with HE on the WT. You can see this tank is, yeah, you can shoot sometimes on the run, other times you just fully miss. I mean, it is the Russian style of tank, 100%, where you shoot and just like a Russian roulette, you may shoot and pan, or you may shoot and just miss, even if you aimed one hour and a half. But doesn't matter. Now I'm going to push this M3 because I was, yeah, greedy for damage. I would to bring home over 2k damage just to make sure my effectiveness in the battle was enough. And yeah, you can see I could climb. I was trying to see if the HE on the engine deck was going to be possible. Yeah, I could not, but 2,434 damage, 83 damage, sorry, at the end of the battle. Second on the list. Yeah, the Emil did a great job, but other than that, I did my job, even if I was enough conservative to keep my HP till the end of the battle. Even the credit amount is not bad. 78k silver is not bad at the end of the battle with 2.5k damage. Is a tank that will give you very much fun and very much credit as well. So at the end of this video, I would just say 15,000 gold are pretty much, but 2 tanks like that, fully equipped with all the camos and so on, that can deal this amount of damage and this amount of fun, I would say, yeah, I would say yes, take them. If you have the chance, if you have enough gold, I would suggest you take them. It's a very, very good bundle this time with this double trouble couple. So, other than that, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. You did agree with what I said, and if you don't, please type it in the comment down below and let me know what you think instead about this tank once you don't agree with what I just said. And then don't forget to give a thumbs up to the video if you did enjoy it and subscribe to the channel. Other videos like that are gonna come very, very soon. So guys, see you next time and have a good tanking. Bye, Fioi!